Legends of Runeterra is an intriguing card game, but crafting a competitive deck might seem very expensive at first. However, it is possible to build great competitive decks on a budget, for efficient EXP grinding or even playing the ladder. I myself tend to be very conservative with my wildcard and shard spendage, since you can unlock so many rewards just by playing the game, and I don't want to spend my resources now on a costly deck just to unlock duplicates of the same cards later down the line. If you're anything like me, you will like the deck I'm bringing you today. This is my version of a standard burn deck with a twist. I've switched out a couple of cards for 2 Jinxes. The reason was threefold. First, I was missing a couple of cards that I did not want to craft, so I decided to go with something else in their place. Second, I kind of wanted to have an endgame, sort of, option for the deck, and Jinx is the perfect answer, especially if you top deck her. Third, Jinx is free, since you get 2 copies of her card after you finish the tutorial. As you can see, I'm only using a single copy of Teemo that I got, and instead I run 2 Legion Rearguards. The reason, again, I did not want to craft Teemo. It's expensive. But also, if you wanted, you could just run 3 Rearguards too. It doesn't break the deck. In fact, some people prefer the 3/1 Rearguard to the more unreliable Teemo, especially if the meta shifts towards decks using elusive units, which can defend against and most likely destroy Teemo anyways. You'll find the link to the deck list in the description below. If you're already there, please be sure to smash that like button for good mulligan luck for the both of us. And for the YouTube algorithm, luck? Yeah, whatever. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell if you like content like this. So how do you play burn in Legends of Runeterra? Well, the best way is to see the deck in action. So without further ado, let's hop into some gameplay. I'm going to show you how to play burn properly. So as you could see, I was trying to mulligan for another 1-drop, because we have the precious pet here, pretty good. We have the combo, the Crimson Disciple and the Imperial Demolitionist, and we have a used cask salesman. I don't know why, but my internet connection is crappy today, but never mind that. So one thing that we need to do is, as you can see, we have our opponent playing no heroes and playing an Ionian Noxus deck. So I'm going to bring up my browser source here, and let's search for that. Let's see what he or she is playing. Okay, and in the meantime, let me just play something before the timer goes out. The most likely deck that he or she is playing is this here. So I've pulled this up here so that we can see what to expect against him. Okay, interesting. We did get one more 1-drop here, but I'm going to go with the Boom Crew Rookie. Ideally, you want to save these 2 for turn 4, although you can use her defensively. So we are playing against a deck that is mostly consisting of elusive monsters, right? So this is going to be a race. Who is going to be able to damage the other one first to this is kind of a dicey situation. You don't normally, I wouldn't want to go against that, but it's my 2 damage against his 2 damage. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure we are up against this deck. Let's see what threats we have. We have Retreat, Recall an Ally, it's create a fleeting return in hand. He uses Transfusion, Noxian Fervor, Twin Disciples, which we will need to be very off. Recall and Decimate. Recall. This is a very expensive spell, so he's not going to be able to spam that against us. Let's see what he does. So far, we're pretty equal here. So if he calls up a monster, we're going to play used cask salesman. Yep, even though that is yeah, okay. Maybe a change of plans, because he's a very good defensive card, but we can't actually block elusive units with it. So for that matter, I would be more akin to play monsters to the field. Yep, we eat the 4 damage, and we summon another monster. Or sorry, ally. I have my background in Yu-Gi-Oh, so in Yu-Gi-Oh everything is a monster. Okay, let's not mess up the order. We're going to summon the Crimson Disciple. He's going to summon his Crimson Disciple, and then we're going to summon another one. Now, the reason I've done this, the reason I haven't attacked with my monsters 4 against 1 or 4 against 0 if he does not want to sacrifice his elusive, is because usually decks cannot summon more than one monster every turn. Like here, he's debating. Like he definitely has something that costs 2 mana. It could be Retreat, right? Or it could be Transfusion, because he has 2 mana only. We are not afraid of that. So attacking with 6 monsters against 2, or potentially just 1, is better than attacking with 4 monsters against 1, because we could summon 2 monsters, not to mention the combo here, and he could only summon 1. So let's go ahead and attack. This is pretty much lethal, but obviously he can mitigate some of that, leaving him at 1 HP. Is he going to give up? What can he do with 2 mana? He could use Transfusion. If he's thinking of using Transfusion, the problem with that is that it's not really going to save any of his cards. So he's kind of losing the race here. Okay, so what he's trying to do is mitigate... Yeah, Transfusion, there we go. Yeah, he's trying to mitigate the damage as best as he can, but this is still 0. Yeah, that's the proper way. Like he needs to, okay, he's thinking very hard about this. Okay, so the decision has been made. He's going to go down to 1 HP, and that's it. Let's see if we can top deck something like a Mystic Shot, or a Get Excited, even better, because we have GG lethal here. We are going to wait for him to do something, and then we activate Get Excited, trashing the Cusk Salesman. Green-Grey Duo. Okay, at 3 again, something interesting. He's using. Oh no, he's not actually using anything that can get in the way of Get Excited, so we know it's safe to use. And okay, bam. That should be it. Come on, man, just accept your fate. Come on. Finally. And that's 1 down, GG. But yeah, okay. Again, Ionia Noxus. But this time around, we are playing against... what are they? Oh, in the meanwhile, let us mulligan properly. We don't want spells. Spells are best drawn in the late game, aka turn 4 and upwards. When you're trying to close out the game. Where is it? Am I blind? Okay, we summoned the Legion Saboteur. Yeah, let's go all decks, and it should be here somewhere. Is actually no one using this, or am I just blind? I'm probably just blind. Okay, let's summon a monster here, real quick. Green-Glade Duo. I doubt he's going to sacrifice her. Yep. So that means 6 damage to the face, with another potential of 2. Ah, here we can select this champion. I'm stupid. There's Yasuo. Not many people are playing this deck, apparently. Let's also pick Zed. Yep, these are all the decks. Okay, so we're not actually sure of his deck list here, but it's fine. He seems to be playing some sort of a... Of course, we're not going to sacrifice Teemo here. He seems to be playing some sort of elusive monsters and probably stuns and all that deck on the ladder here. Okay, now the question here is, do we summon her? And I say to that no, because obviously she kills everything that she touches with her ability, so we're just going to pass, saving 2 mana for our Mystic Shot or Transfusion for later. Okay, Boom Crew Rookie definitely will be summoned here, and maybe even her on the Boom Crew Rookie. Ideally, you would want to use her on the Crimson Disciple, but in this case, it's better. Okay, stun an enemy. I'm not actually going to allow him to do that. So what we're going to do is use Transfusion killing it and give Teemo the extra attack. So that negates this card. Sad face. Yep. And we should be commencing the attack here, but I do think that first giving 2 more damage is the correct play here. Because we're going to bring him dangerously close to lethal with this attack. I doubt he's going to defend against Teemo, but if he does, well, you're welcome. He does not. He goes down to 2 HP, which is Mystic Shot range. So... okay. Okay, and once he does that, we go in for the Mystic Shot. I don't know if he has anything to deal with that using 2 mana. Most likely not. GG.
Victory was the mushrooms we planted along the way.
With a deck like this is what you want to do. Every single time, every single turn, you have to think, how can I go face? How can I hit the Nexus? You don't defend. Or you defend with usually either you defend with the used car salesman's monsters that he summons, or you defend using your Crimson Disciple. So yeah, we don't want him. We don't want Decimate. Normally I would also replace him. Okay, you know what? We're keeping it just for safety. And he's using Twisted Fate, Ezreal, and Vi. So that's an interesting deck here. Let's try and search for something like that. Alright. Okay, we're summoning the spider in the meantime. Like, don't worry if you're being robed. You're searching for the deck, that's more important. What was it? This seemed kind of random. Twisted Fate. Okay. Twisted Fate Ezreal. Let's try for something like that. He might not have the proper funds for the proper deck list here. That's why he's using a Vi as well. Could be it. I'm kind of reluctant to summon her. If I had two 1-drops, I would go for them for sure. But in this case, we're going for the Legion Grenadier. The damage option. Okay, that is Make It Rain. Check. So, yeah. Noxus lives on, indeed. We go with the Legion Saboteur and the Crimson Disciple as well in this case. He's going to... the problem with going Crimson Disciple is he's going to kill the Saboteur with the Poro here. And the Crimson Disciple will be felled by the Petty Officer. These are the tricky situations. In this case, here is what we're going to do. We're going to attack. Okay, and then we summon her. And hopefully, next round, we can use some sort of utility with her. Because you want to have a monster. You really want to have a field, if you can help it. Like, I don't care if he attacks. That's fine. We skip the blocking. We skip the blocking phase. We summon another one. And hopefully we get some sort of a transfusion or a Crimson Disciple. Imperial Demolitionist. Imperial Demolitionist. Okay. Well, but no, we get Teemo. Teemo is actually fine. We are having a pretty bad hand here because we have all the aggressive monsters. You can see in the deck list are still in the deck here. Okay, so he's targeting Teemo. They like to kill Teemo for some reason, which makes him a perfect target for our Noxian further here. There we go. I doubt I want to attack because I would just lose both of these monsters. Unfortunate as it might be, we need to play the waiting game here. We need to dig for something that is actually useful. But that is the best part, I would say, in this deck. You either completely lose by turn 6-ish or 7-ish at most, or you just win. This is definitely an interesting deck list. It's working out pretty well for him right at this moment. However, the good news is that we are going to be able to defend using these goals against at least the black market merchant. Obviously, he's not using him to attack. So we can't defend against him because he's obviously a fearsome mob. So if we wanted to mitigate some damage, we could do so. Summon one of them in front of one of the enemies here, and then auction further, which is something I might want to do, like maybe against this one. Maybe he's even going to do something. I don't know, is it worth checking if he's going to do something, or do we just go and auction further like that? Let's just go like that. Okay, so he's down to 9 health, we're down to 7 health. Still haven't drawn any proper aggression, but that is, you know, sometimes you can't win all games. If we drew a Imperial Demolitionist this turn, then we would have lethal, but almost, because we don't have a target for Get Excited. But he just attacked, so we have an extra round to draw like literally anything. Okay, there's refill on spell mana. It's not gonna affect us too much. Okay, so we still don't have to worry too much. We can still easily pull lethal here. Let's just pass. He has more shenanigans going on. Tossing a few cards. Okay, he's down one. He's down one Mystic Shot. Okay, passing for the 7th time in this round. Okay, and now it's our turn to attack. And as I said, Decimate. We are going to use Decimate for sure. Okay. If he doesn't have something to heal, looking at the deck list here, he does not have much in the world of healing if he's using this deck list. So okay, let that resolve, and we pretty much have lethal, because the only thing we need to do is activate these. So what we're going to do here is pass. What is he doing? Deal 1 to the enemy nexus, that is fine. Is he going to activate a plunder? Or what? Well, plunder, I mean pilfer? Pilfered goods? No. Yeah, it's whatever. He can take any of my 1-drop monsters. Maybe the spider was also from this guy, so I wasn't actually paying attention to that. Okay, we are again passing. It's now his turn. We draw the final card.
Looks like I'm on a hot streak.
Okay. We draw the final card we needed for lethal, Legion Saboteur. He's most likely going to attack right off the bat. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to mitigate just one of these, and or maybe the first one. Doesn't really matter at all. And discard this and hit for 6 before he gets to touch us, which means he dies first, so we win. If he has something that he can heal himself with, again, checking out the deck list, there's very little chance of that happening. Maybe the Flash of Brilliance, he manages to pull, like, it's this card. If he plays this card and it heals him, then he got lucky. Nothing you can do about that. But in any other scenario, we should be able to witness either a surrender or a victory. Either one is fine with us. But as usual, you'll see this a lot with this deck. The enemy players, they are just start spamming, like, drawing cards and doing stupid stuff, because they know they died. They know they are dead. There's nothing they can do about it. But they are still trying to do something about it, which is just nonsense. Okay, cool. But we still activate at least the Get Excited, even if he managed to destroy our. Yep, there we go. That was actually a little dicey, because if he had a proper destruction method for or against my monster, then he would have won. But okay, we're up against a most likely heavy endgame toss deck, which can go. This can, from my playtesting, I should have the upper hand, but maybe it's just me. But I usually perform very poorly very poorly against these decks. So yeah, okay, he waves at us. Let's be nice to him and wave back. We are going to pull out her. Okay, Bilgewater Shadow Isles. And this should be a Nautilus, like it should be right on top of here, right? Maokai. No, not the trash version. Oh, well, it actually uses trash as well. This is Gangplank, Maokai trash. Is this the new meta? You know what? Since he's using trash, let's just go this deck list. It doesn't really matter. So here we have the deck list. This is most likely what he's playing. Oh yeah, it uses Nautilus as well. Okay. Back to the game. He has one monster. We can summon 2 this round, which is basically what we're going to do, because he's not going to be able to most likely summon more than 1. That's usually... yeah, okay. This is actually something I should have been wary of, but he would have used that against the Legion Saboteur anyways, so he's going to defend full on, but we still get in 2 damage and his field will be cleared, save for that little spider there. Okay, so according to the deck list, they're most likely only using 1 of these, but they're using Vial Feast, using 3 Vial Feasts, so usually. Okay, what is this? Okay, it's that thing. Yep, we are playing the Boomclaw rookie. As I said, usually you don't want to defend. We're not going to defend against that, but we would have defended against the spider here. Okay, we will go empty-hand easily this round. Okay. So this is 10 damage plus 2, which is 12. Let's see what he does with it. He's most likely going to defend against, like, at least this guy. And one of the, like, I would defend against one of the others as well. Yeah. So from 18 he goes down to 11 if I'm correct. No, 12. So, yeah, 10, sorry. Okay, so. What is that? Drain. We just love that card. Yep. So against this deck, since it's utilizing lots of heal. Well, not lots and lots of heal. But yeah, this is very annoying as well. We really need to be quick or we're just going to die. Do we defend against this? With the last breath, it heals the Nexus? No way. We're just going to summon him and save the 3 mana. Maokai comes into play. We are passing. Yep. And let's see if we draw something actually useful. You could argue that he is useful. I mean, he's not going to die to these 2, so that's why I am summoning him. Otherwise, as I said, he's best used on the defensive round. We are using them just in case. It doesn't really matter. And we are actually going to use Noxian further on this one. I don't want his ability activating, if I can help it. Okay, he's using that. We are dealing 3 damage. I could have used it on him as well. Not sure which one would have been better. Shouldn't really matter with all these heals. He should be out of drains for now. But he can still heal the Nexus for 3 using these. And he also has another Thorny Toad. So this is kind of not the deck you want to go up against. Yep, that's fine. Keep me face. But yeah, you can't always choose your opponents, can you? This is really bad because I can't activate these and these are missing lethal anyways, so we're just going to pass here. Draw hunters. Okay. Still going to pass. Transfusion, very bad. Okay, we surrender. Can't win them all. Okay, we're going up against the standard spider deck here. Most likely. I mean, not spider deck, but this one, Leeds Callista. Okay, we're definitely not keeping these 2. Not bad. We are going with the Legion Rearguard. We skip the block. We couldn't block even if we wanted to. Well, we do not want to block. Okay, I wish I drew another drop here. We're going to summon Teemo instead. And try and go for face. We save 1 mana. That means next round we can go static shock if we so desire. Okay. So if he wants, he can defend against the Legion Rearguard, but Teemo is going to get in his 1 damage. And a potential 5. Yep. So that's that. This guy is boosted, which is not good news for him. But it doesn't matter because he's summoning that thing. Unfortunately, we do not have proper monster support. You don't want to see a hand like this. Too many spells. Too many spells. He's most likely going to kill these guys anyways. So yeah, we could have skipped summoning him, but I kind of wanted to mitigate just a little bit of damage here. Yep, saving 2 mana. Yeah, this is what what we would have wanted last round. Actually, going to just static shock here. There's a fair chance that for 2 we're going to draw something that we can play for 2 mana. That is more than nothing. But no, no luck. In that case, we are going to just pass. Omen Hawk. Don't care. Pass. Yep. Very nice. We should be the ones doing that. But we can't. Can't win them all. Again, this is a really terrible hand. Pretty much. Because we do have lethal, if I'm correct. Like 9, 11, 15. Yeah. Is it lethal? Yep. So we surrender, it's faster. Again, we lost, but it took us 2 minutes to decide this game. Okay, it's Yasuo again. Ionian Noxus. Terrible hand here. Easy to mulligan. Much better, I would argue. Okay. What was the other hero? Swain. So let's search for that. Swain. And there's Yasuo. Here he is. Oh, okay, there we go. Here's. Oh, come on. I always press. So here's the deck.
No one's the wiser.
Okay, let's quickly run through the cards here. So he's using something of a different iteration of this deck. Because again, this is using... I see where we're going with this deck. Lots and lots of spells. But again, he's using something that is not listed on the deck list here. So, we're going to have to thread carefully. However, if I understand correctly, so non-combat damage to the enemy nexus is going to be the name of the game here anyways. What we need to be cautious about is Ravenous Flock. Might is somewhat of a concern. Concussive Palm, again, Deny is very costly. He only uses 1 most likely. Dragon's Rage. This is endgame stuff, so we don't really worry that much about that. We are, of course, skipping the block. And then we summon him.
Of course I'm ready.
Next round we get to summon 2 monsters. Unfortunately for us, he summoned a Crimson Disciple, which is very good defensively against these 2. We might try and be tricky about that. But ideally I want to go and attack with everything. Because our deck is faster, yeah. If it's like that, we go and attack with everything. He's most likely going to protect the Legion Saboteur with Legion Grenadier. And yeah, one of these 2, as I said, with him. Maybe he's even keeping the Legion Saboteur. In which case, no. Okay, he's not keeping it. So that means this is 3, 6, 7 damage plus Teemo's ability. Or he's doing something for free. What can he do for free? He can use Might, he can use Transfusion. Seems like he does not have those cards in hand. His start was a little slow here. I would argue. Okay, Raven, whatever, you can do that. So I'm betting he has a bunch of 4s in hand, which is going. Those are going to come online this round, this turn. Yeah. We sort of miss lethal here, but we are summoning her. She's going to be a really great defensive option against both of these. Especially his Crimson Disciple, because I don't know if he has any sort of combos where he can like double his Crimson Disciple. No, because he's not running the Crimson, that other guy. The Crimson other guy. He's ending his round. Interesting. He's not using anything that could annihilate my field. That is why I'm kind of trying to swarm the field. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yep, we are just going to, I was going to say the most likely scenario here is that I just attack right off the bat, so he does not have a chance to summon. I do think he has recall available. We will see. If he recalls something, we're going to Noxian further. So I'd rather have 3 damage to the face. This is, yep, okay. What is it going to be? It is recall. He's recalling Teemo though. So if I blast him, that is going to be okay. Sun. Actually, I'm going to let that pass because he might for 4 he might have something. That, oh, I forgot about this totally. So that was my mistake. That was absolutely my mistake. But guess what? We still have lethal. So we're going to be very aggressive with these, at least one, so that we save the 3 mana, and then we are passing the turn. Because we can activate both of these next round. Yep, and this one as well. So this is more than enough for lethal. Let's see what he does. He's doing that, so that we are just going to defend like this. Maybe he's doing something. Maybe he will do something like a deny. There is a possibility. Or maybe he will do recall, but he does not do that. So we go and try and finish this right off the bat. If he doesn't have deny, he's running 1 copy. Then this is GG. He's facepalming himself. Let's give him a nice Shen emote. A sticker. Okay, Vi and Lee Sin. It's from the... okay, again. Terrible hand. Just for safety reasons, I will keep this guy. But, yeah, somewhat better. Definitely better. Let him do his stuff while we are searching for the decklist here. Oh, come on.
We each hold a world within.
So let's choose this deck list. Doesn't really matter. He summoned 1 monster. We can potentially summon 2, which is what we are going to do actually. Because we are swarming the field with cheap monsters here. He most likely can't really do much about that. Why didn't it open? Why is it not opened? So this deck, I want this deck, okay? Okay, finally, we have it open. That was really hard for some reason. So here's Thermogenic, Key Guardian. We are skipping the block in the meantime. Retreat. Flash of Brilliance. Okay, nothing that can really decimate like a field of ones. If I'm correct. Yeah, a bunch of elusive monsters. Quick attack. This is endgame stuff for him. Okay, let's summon this guy. We'll see. He only has single target damage. That's not very much a concern when we can have such a strong field to go face with. One interesting debate here is whether I want to summon the Boomcrow Rookie as well, or if I just go face. If I summon him, I open up the possibility for another Eye of the Dragon, Shadow Assassin. I doubt he's going to use those against me, so that's the only reason I'm summoning him. Otherwise, I would have just go face. Okay, Flash of Brilliance should not be a concern for us for now. Okay. Actually, you know what? He turned it around on us. Let's see how we fare. We should have just attacked face. Okay. Yeah, because he can summon him from hand if he plays 2 spells this turn. Okay. Not doing very good. We had such a nice field. We should have attacked face. Yeah, I wasn't checking the decklist properly for the Claws of the Dragon, so it's my fault actually. Okay. Jinx here will be activated one way or another. That's the good news. I dislike lifesteal monsters a lot. Oh gosh. And he's actually just going face. One way we can negate that is doing this, which is what we're going to do here. We're not really concerned about the 6 damage we're eating. This guy dies anyways, so I'm pretty sure I want to summon him. End the round. Let's see what we draw. Static Shock. Why didn't this die? Oh, when it strikes, so the round ends. Okay, so it didn't actually strike. You know what we're going to do here? Well, we can use this offensively as well. Okay, let's try and do that. Flash of Brilliance. Okay. Transfusion, not very useful, but it can be a fodder for Get Excited. That is also acceptable. Here, your next. Oh, he uses this. He does not use this. This is what Flash of Brilliance gave him. That's fine. Big attack. He's most likely going to defend, I think. Oh, okay, that's cool. That is even better. Okay, we have 7 mana altogether if we count the spell mana. Lee Sin here. I don't actually have much. I don't have much experience playing against Lee Sin. What does he do? When you cast a spell, give me a challenger. If you cast another, give me a barrier. I dragon rage enemies that I challenge. Which is an ally kicks an enemy into the enemy nexus, striking both. If the enemy survives, recall it. Sweet. Most definitely don't want to summon Jinx on the defense here. And he has... yep, we're going to pass. He has Challenger, I think. Oh, well, no, not quite. Okay, whatever. I overestimated him. But it doesn't matter. Let's see how we can deal with this situation. Okay. So he most likely only has spells in hand at this moment. He's using Mystic Shot on that. We can actually save her if we so desire. Using Transfusion. But I kind of don't want to do that. So that is fine.
Conflict is all in the mind.
That is absolutely fine. I kind of want to use it for Get Excited. So let's attack. I think at this moment he's going to defend against both of them, but we'll see. Maybe he has some recall to something. Stun, even better. Yeah, I don't want to use Transfusion on that. That would be futile. Wish we had an auction further instead of a transfusion, but it's fine. We may yet live to see another round here. He's down to 1 mana, which means we can most likely safely activate this and summon a Jinx, who might save us the day, or might not. We're down to 11 health. He was very lucky with that 7 health. If that was not healed, where is it? Was it 7? Yes. If that was missing, he would be at 4 now. That would be Jinx would GG him. So that's RNG.
Rules are made to be broken, like buildings or people.
But we might still win despite all that. Let's see how we fare with the draws here. Okay, decimated. Yeah, well, yeah, it is what it is. So with decimate and with her ability, we have 8 damage in total, and Legion Grenadier and the other Grenadier also is going to go for another 2. My problem is that we're not going to be able to summon the Grenadier here. Okay, he does not actually have... Yep, okay. Now we can summon him. Okay. He doesn't have... He cannot activate... He cannot activate his ability here. So, we are definitely defending with that. And probably against Lee Sin as well. Yeah, because I don't want to take that much damage. And these are... I don't know. Maybe it's not worth defending, but maybe it is, because that will bring us closer to lethal here. Yeah, it's the freaking lifesteal monster. Okay, we activate this. He's going to go down to 1, literally, thanks to all his healing shenanigans here. So we might still draw lethal here. I still have all the Mystic Shots in my deck. I still have 2 Noxian Fervors in the deck. I still have 2 Decimates in the deck. And next turn I get to act first. So I still have the 3 Imperial Demolitionists in the deck. Okay, he's negating that, so never mind. But we are going to draw 2 cards, and we get to attack here. Okay, there we go. Mystic Shot, and another Mystic Shot. Easy. We are actually going to use them while she attacks, because he is going to need to defend against her. Let's see what shenanigans he does. So whatever he does, we are using these 2. Okay. And so she is going to create the... Yep. Our win condition here. The Super Mega Death Rocket. See, I highly doubt we could have won without Jinx in this game. This is why I like her. She's such a good answer in the late game. You don't want to go round 9, but if you do, you want to have Jinx. Okay, he's counting his last options here. Maybe he has something, I don't know.
I'll see this through.
We activate the Super Mega Death Rocket. If he does not have Deny, we win. Okay, great. Okay, interesting. This is Demacia only. Okay, let's shuffle everything back into the hand. Into the deck. The Boomful Rookie is usually a good 2-drop to save, because he's a really good value, especially in this deck. So we want to go for... Hopefully by now you understand the gist of this deck. Okay, so we are looking for a Quinn and Garen deck here, which is non-existent because most of them are using Fiora as well. Let's go with, I don't know, this one. Maybe this one. No, let's go with this one. Okay, so unfortunately we have only just drew a 1-drop. Okay.
Of course I'm ready.
We have the bear and we have transfusion. Let's see how he does things here. We can actually save the bear, but we don't want to.
I hope this works.
I mean, we can save the Boomproof Rookie, but we don't want to. Okay. I was actually holding off of mana here for the Get Excited. Because we want to play for Jinx.
Where you go, I go.
But we do summon this round first.
Justice by my hand.
Is it the guy that yeah, gets +2/+2? Yeah, we kind of don't want him in play, but it's whatever. We're skipping the block. Hopefully by now you understand, or you can see the gist of this deck. Rule number 1. Most of the times you skip blocking. Rule number 2. You dig hard for 1-drops. Rule number 3. Whatever spells you have, you ideally want to activate or get out after turn 4. So not like this. But I mean, it's RNG. What can you do about it? Rule number 4. If you have Jinx in hand, try to play her in a manner that she can actually come into play as the last card in your hand. So she evolves into Super Saiyan 2 Jinx immediately. Okay, here, let's go for an attack. Okay, we want to get rid of this guy. So what we're going to do here is Transfusion, definitely. I am debating whether or not I should give so +2 attack to him and just leave this standing with like 3 health. Yeah, because it is going to have 3 health next round. This is probably the correct play here. This is the most damage. This is rule number 5. Usually you want to go for the most damage possible that you can make in a turn. That you can do in a turn. Okay. And we are definitely going to activate Get Excited. Unfortunately, that means the Legion Saboteur is going to go down. You know what? Here's the problem though. We kind of want one more monster here. Because he's also dangerously close to lethal. Okay, it's going to get dicey, but we will see. Let's stick to the core strategy here. We can't even defend with him. So this might have been a huge mistake, but we'll see. So if he decides to attack, okay. Then he, I think, has lethal, basically. Okay, we obviously have to skip the block. Okay. Now we get to play Jinx.
Jinx stands for Jinx. Durr.
And we will also empty our hand. I will at least try to. But I'm debating whether or not we should use the Imperial Demolitionist here and actually use Jinx defensively. We might have to do that here because otherwise we die. And we still have lethal next round, so we only need to survive this round, technically. He already attacked with the scout units, right? So, yeah, that is very bad. That is pretty much lethal here, which is unfortunate. It's not lethal if we go like this, though.
You're starting to bore me.
Is it? Yeah, okay. Okay, I forgot that this doesn't have fearsome. Silly me. I almost quit. And now we have lethal, which is going to get activated right off the bat. And if he has some sort of a heal, then he wins. If not, then no. It does not seem to me that he actually has heals. Yep, there we go. So that is the gist of the deck, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed this sort of guided commentary thing. If you like me doing this, I do stream every week, couple of times. You can go to my stream, which is going to be presented somewhere on the screen here right now, and you will be able to see me do these things live. So thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.